Happy January 2nd. It is Monday, and it is another month of Top Dasher for me. I definitely shifted my mindset a bit in this final month of 2022. I wanted to see how high I could get my acceptance rate. I know for many that is not a mindset that many Dashers take on, and I'm fine with that. But for me, it was worth testing out. Plus, green's my favorite color. So here's what I'm sitting at starting today. This is probably the highest acceptance rate that I have had in maybe 2 years. I'm not exactly sure. I can remember being in the low 80s a couple times, but being at 85, not sure how long it's been since I've been here. But again, as I mentioned in a video a few videos back, I am noticing a pretty significant difference with the quantity and quality of orders once I got over the 80% threshold. So I'm still going to be choosy, still not going to take anything that doesn't make sense for me. But as most orders are coming in, they look pretty good. So I'm going to stay in that flow moving into January. And then today is a federal holiday. So in Sacramento right now, the streets are pretty dead. A lot of places are closed, which got me thinking. DoorDash holds drivers accountable for being on time. I personally have never had a contract violation, knock on wood, but I have seen many other Dashers post information about contract violations and violations being imposed when drivers are not on time. And so today, since things are a little bit different in the city, I am going to kind of put restaurants to the test and measure the pickup time that I see on my app with the time that I actually receive the order, and see how many restaurants are getting food out to drivers at the time that's being promised on the DoorDash app. My plan is to predominantly work DoorDash today, but if things are slow, I will potentially turn on Spark and Uber Eats. We'll just kind of see how the day goes. So let's get this Monday rolling. Okay, so it's very slow. I sat for almost 10 minutes before I even got my first offer. It's an Uber Eats offer. I'm headed to the Chevron gas station to pick up 2 strawberry Gatorades. Let's go. Uber Gatorades dropped off. Just got my first order on DoorDash. Not the greatest. Headed to McDonald's. The promised pickup time is 9:31. So we're going to see. Is McDonald's on time? Let's find out. So this part of town that I'm currently in is actually considered West Sacramento. I'm headed to get the McDonald's order, and as you can see on this pretty main thoroughfare, all the traffic lights are still out, and it looks like ahead there is like a cleanup crew, so I'm arriving at 9:26, and the pickup is supposed to be 9:31. So let's see if this one's ready on time. Looks like there it is. Okay, it's 9:28. Order secured. So 3 minutes early. Way to go, McDonald's. Okay, just got that McDonald's dropped off, and I have my next offer. It is for Starbucks. Over $10, 6.3 miles. The pickup time says 9:53. It's 9:40 now. I'm gonna head to that Starbucks. I'll catch you when we get there. Okay, headed into Starbucks. It's 9:47. Order says ready by 9:53. Let's see if it's ready. Order secured. Hannah was ready when I walked in. So this order was ready 5 minutes early. Let's go. Okay, so Starbucks dropped off. And I immediately got this order. I contemplated it because the mileage, it's actually fine because it's freeway miles, but I don't know, $7. I always just, anything in that $7 range, I always think really hard about before I take it. Anyway, it's one item. It's an alcohol delivery. It will be ready when I get there. So for today's experiment, I already know this one will be on time. 4.7 miles, taking me back downtown, which is where I want to be for what hopefully will be a decent lunch rush. So headed over to A1 Mart to get this order picked up. In and out of the A1 Mart, of course, ready for me when I walked in. I'm 8 minutes away from this drop-off. Let's go. A1 Mart order dropped off. I've completed my first hour this morning. I've made $24.50 on DoorDash and $8.68 on Uber. So 24 plus 8. You can do the math. $32 for my first hour on a not very busy January 2nd. I'm getting a Safeway pop-up right now. Let's check this one out. Alrighty, just got my next order after a long wait from that drop off for the alcohol order. I actually ended up declining the Safeway order. I probably shouldn't have taken it. I probably should have taken it because then DoorDash was upset with me and put me on a little timeout. So I was sitting and waiting, but I picked up this order. It's a florist. I don't know, delivering flowers always makes my day better too. So I'm sure I'm going to go pick up a lovely bouquet of flowers to deliver to someone and make their day brighter. So win-win on my way to go get these flowers. So the florist was closed. And after the florist, I sat for a few minutes and then I got this shop and deliver. Red tier. Completed it in just about 11 minutes. And now I am headed to the drop-off. I'm about 2 minutes away. 3 bags of groceries, and I'm about here to drop it off. So I'm in the heart of downtown for the drop-off of these groceries. Here comes the train. And here's a view of where I'm at. Heart of downtown. There's the light rail. All right. Don't you hate it when this happens? Customer was on the 3rd floor. Thankfully, it wasn't any higher. order dropped off, got in my car, haven't even buckled my seatbelt yet, got my next order. A shop and deliver, very small amount of items. It is a 7.2 mile delivery for $16.25. However, the drop off is taking me back towards my house, so it's a win-win. Small items, should be a very quick shop. Headed to go get this Rayleigh's order shopped and delivered. All right, well, that's the downtown jail, and that is happening out front. Another one
in 1,000 feet. Exit right. Then keep left.
I don't know. Or that way. Well, that was fun. Not fun. So my red card declined. The lines were incredibly long in that store, and I think the 2 bottles of Prosecco were probably more than initially the card was funded for. I don't even know at this point. I was in the store a long time, so I'm sure that I didn't make the original pickup time because I waited in line, red card declined, waited about 6 minutes to talk to support and get it sorted out. Had to get back in line, checked out, red card approved. Now I'm on my way. It is...
In 3.5 miles. Take exit 86, I-5, toward Redding, Los Angeles.
It is 7 minutes to the customer. The clouds are starting to roll back in. I would guess it's going to start raining again this afternoon. Sacramento is already very soggy, so hopefully we don't get hit too hard tonight. Anyway, off to drop off this Prosecco and pig's ear, 7 minutes away. Got the Rayleigh's delivery dropped off and went up to the next major intersection from the apartment complex I was at. It is a busy plaza with a pizza location, an Indian restaurant, Chinese restaurant, Togo's, Starbucks. Anyway, I've got my next order. It is a Mountain Mike's pizza pickup for 5 items. I'm here in the parking lot already, so no drive time to the restaurant. It's an Uber order. I'm about to go into this Mountain Mike's and see if this pizza is ready for pickup. Mountain Mike's pizza. Secure. The order was ready. This is an Uber order. The order was ready when I arrived. But the amount of time that it took the gentleman at the counter to gather these 5 items together, which should have taken 20 seconds, probably took 4 minutes. Not really sure what was going on there. No big deal. I'm 11 minutes away from the customer. Headed there now. Pizza dropped off. It was supposed to be a leave at door, but customer opened the door when I arrived. And they had a huge bong in their hand. Never a dull moment. It's legal in California, so what can you do? Okay, so I just received a stacked order from Crumble Cookies and Buffalo Wild Wings. The promised pickup time at Crumble Cookies is $12.49, and the promised pickup time at Buffalo Wild Wings is $12.55. Crumble Cookies is just to the right of me in this actual parking lot, and then Buffalo Wild Wings is right across the street in a busy plaza with a bunch of restaurants. So we're going to put these 2 restaurants on the clock and see if their orders are ready at the promised time. Let's go to Crumble. Okay, walking into Crumble at 12:46. Promised pickup time, 12:49. There's nobody in the lobby. So hopefully this should be ready when I walk in. Okay, they were still working on the crumble order when I walked in, but it was a very short wait. She handed me the box at 11:48. I just rhymed. And so that means their order was 1 minute early. It was due for pickup at 11:49. She gave it to me at 11:48. I'm headed across the street to Buffalo Wild Wings for a 12:55 pickup. All right, well, literally as I pressed pause, I just got an add-on for Wingstop, an additional $7 for 1.1 miles. Yes, Buffalo Wild Wings and Wingstop are across the street from each other. Go figure. But I went ahead and took it. So this is going to make this a triple stack order. Still have the crumble in the back. I'm right here about to pull up to the curb to Buffalo Wild Wings and then back across the street to get the Wingstop. So triple stack action. Let's see if all these are ready on time. These wing places are notorious for not having orders ready. So we're going to keep them honest and see if they can get us their orders on time. Their problem with Buffalo Wild Wings, not a staff in sight. That's probably mine on the shelf, we'll see. So as per the usual, that Buffalo Wild Wings is awful with their customer service. So I walked in, not a person to help me in sight. There was one bag on their shelf. I waited for a minute to see if someone was going to come and help me. I think normally they don't really want drivers helping themselves to the shelf. They want to hand it to you from the shelf. Clearly the bag was sitting there. No one ever came over to help me. It was my bag. So therefore that made their order on time. If I would have waited for someone to help me, I would have picked it up late. So I was able to get the order picked up at 11:53. The promised time is 12:53. The promised time was 12:55. So we're on track. I am pulling up to Wingstop, and I'm not even sure what the pickup time here is because this order came in as a triple stack. So let me park, I'll check it, and then I'll check back in with you as well. Pickup says 1 o'clock. I'm pulling up at 12:56. So they've got 4 minutes. Let's see if this Wingstop order is ready. All right, finally got the Wingstop. So at Wingstop, when I walked in at 12:58, he said, give me 2 minutes, which would have made the 1 o'clock pickup time doable. But it's 1:06 and I'm just getting back in the car. Not terrible, but definitely not on time, as this Wingstop usually isn't. So I've got 3 orders to drop off. I'm about to go get this taken care of. The total drop off is, I believe, 5.2 miles for all 3. So I'm about to go get these done quickly. Triple stack complete. And I'm gonna end my dash right there. I will post my totals for my DoorDash and my Uber Eats. I'm ending my day at 1:21 p.m. I started my day at 9:09 a.m. So I worked for about 4 hours. We'll just say 4 hours and 15 minutes. So when I do my calculations, I'll base my calculations on 4.25. My goal is always a minimum of $27 an hour. I think I covered that today. That would put me around, I think I would need $112 total to make that goal. I feel like I did pretty good. I probably made it there. So we only had one restaurant that was not on time with their promised pickup time today, which to me is a pretty good stat. Granted, I did not have a lot of restaurant pickups today, but for the ones that I did have, to only have one that the food wasn't ready at the promised time, I feel pretty good about that. It keeps everybody working together. It keeps Dashers on time to customers. It keeps customers happy. It keeps food hot. It all around, it's just a good day when everything's ready and delivered on time. So I'm signing out now. Thank you for riding along with me on this Monday, January 2nd. I'll also go ahead and put my acceptance rate where I'm ending this dash, where I'm at the end of this shift. So you'll see my numbers, you'll see what I made today, and you'll get a peek at my acceptance rate as well. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you next time.